look at the current job market and recession hitting very recently, you might have noticed that hundreds of applicants they are applying for a single job position. So if you're somebody who have SEO interview tomorrow, this is for you. And in this video, we'll talk about 3 tips that you should not do at all to secure a job. And this video can change your life. So don't wait, watch till the end. Before I dive deep, you must like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon. That will motivate me to create such videos so that I can empower you and I can help you get a better job. So let's dive in. Tip number 1. If you are facing the interview or interviewers and they ask you any question, definitely if they're hiring for a SEO manager position, that's not going to be something theoretical. But they will be asking theoretical questions, but the answer should not be just theory. Always connect that theory to a real-time experience that you have sorted, and that give them an idea that how you took leverage of your knowledge and set aside those challenges and help that company to grow, to outperform their competitors. So if I talk about any sort of example, that could be something similar to it. Probably if somebody says, what is robot.txt? So we all know what is robot.txt and how does that function. If somebody is asking, what is robot.txt? And you just answer that this is something where we can decide whom to crawl and whom to not. And all this instruction we update there in robot.txt, and this is it. That should not be the answer. So if they're asking something and you are giving this answer, you are rejected. Instead, say this, what I'm saying. So once you answer, make sure that you give a brief about one-liner so that you can address that you know what they're talking about. So if they're asking the importance of robot.txt and what is robot.txt, you tell them that robot.txt is very important, where we can allow bot agents to come and crawl our websites. But I have faced a challenge in my last company, just to mention. I think this could be really relevant. So what happened was, when we ran a site audit, we have seen a lot of dynamic URLs coming in. But initially we thought what exactly we can do. Then we found a pattern. So we downloaded all those things. We use Screaming Frog to list down all those links who had those dynamic URLs. Then we found a match, probably a directory from where it was coming in, or maybe any other, like a question mark and a numeric value that was being generated by the backend. What we did was, we technically blocked that specific folder and any link which was coming around it. By telling this, you not only show them that you have only theoretical knowledge, you tell them that you know what to do, and if not, you can go to your best to do whatever is needed. So that would be one answer. Tip number 2. I have noticed most of these cases where people are conducting SEO manager interviews or SEO specialist interviews, they ask one question. Did you review our website, and how long do you think you will take to rank our website? That is most frequently asked question. So one thing you have to keep in mind, that most of the people gonna say that I'm not sure, it takes time, I cannot give you any commitment. There are a lot of things, a lot of factors. So if you are telling this, then you come under 99% of those people who actually think this way. But you have to think different. And I will tell you what to say to crack this question. So just to answer, start with this. I understand that ranking website with respect to the keywords are imperative to any business. So if you ask me a timeline or maybe anything that will indicate to a certain time span where our website will be ranked. So let me tell you, probably you are aware that there are a lot of factors in place. However, considering all of these factors getting addressed by myself, and I have control over all those activities I'm planning to do and the frequency of these, I can rank them within 3 to 6 months. And don't just say that, give them a plan. What plan? So you just add that, I can give you a quick brief about my strategy, how I can rank within 3 to 6 months. Number one, I will go to the Google Search Console. I will check what are the organic keywords you are ranking. Then I will do a mapping between our competitors' keywords, what they are ranking and what we are organically ranking. And the most relevant keywords will be chosen first, and we will start developing content with a 2.5 to 3% of content density or keyword density, and we will start publishing. And we'll make sure the content what we are putting through, we are not making it less than 2000 words, as well as what we are catering to, that has to be very unique and human written content, so that people would get latest value. And also, if you would probably know, the recent update, what Google has said is they don't have any problem with AI, but what they have is they have launched a term called it's, where if the other person or the user who actually visits our blog or our content and they have a seamless experience, that will definitely help us to rank. And I'm not just saying that, I have done that by my own, and I have reason to believe here also that will work. Please note that here other important factor what Google announced was that was a critical factor in terms of technical SEO. So I suppose that tech team, and I will get the support from the upper body or upper management to get those technical things done. This answer will give them the best impression of yourself, about your confidence, your problem solving skills, and it will show the knowledge you have about recent updates of Google algorithms. So take a piece of paper and a pen, write them down, read them thoroughly, and make sure you get it right while delivering. Practice quite a few times, that will help you. And this is it. Now let's discuss about the point number 3. Now this is the point number 3, and this is the most important of all. If we ask about most frequently asked questions, this would be one of them. Especially if you are going somewhere where you have a role of a manager, maybe you have a very small team, but you are applying for a SEO manager. So the question would usually come in a way, they say that we have been seeing a lot of changes in Google algo, and we see that ranks goes up and down, and that keeps on happening. So how do you think that you would be able to maintain such things, and how do you keep yourself updated on this? Now, if that being the question, most of the people will say that I follow Google update. And how I do it? If they ask, they will say I go to blog, I read articles, I do that, and a number of things they'll tell you. One thing they will not say, that's for guaranteed, and that I saved it for you. So before I give you the answer, you make sure that you note down this strategy, and this is not just any simple strategy. SEO Gurus will literally do a webinar to sell you this, and I'm giving it to you for free. Listen to it very carefully. Tell them that the fastest and the convenient way to get any Google update before Google is officially announcing it is to follow ex-Google employees on Twitter or X or in social media. Now I'm repeating that thing once again. So the best way to get any of the Google updates, what they're doing, by following Google's ex-employees' social media accounts, be it X, be it other medium, be it Quora, be it Medium, Substack, whatever that is. Now, how to answer it, I will put it this way. You write them down and tell them the way I'm telling you. So mostly, I would like to maintain this stability of ranking by definitely keep a tab on Google's update. But I'm not going to tell you that I read a lot of blogs and I read a lot of articles, because this is something that everyone is doing. So we cannot take the added advantage. So I have developed a strategy, and the strategy is what I do. I closely follow ex-Google employees who has left Google. They're working somewhere. They're mostly working as a consultant. They're consulting different clients. So what happens is they are well connected with the system, and they know colleagues, ex-colleagues who still work there in Google. What they do when they meet, they do discussions, automatically they tend to guess what Google is going to do. I'm talking about most of the core updates, and they tweet about it. And tweet as in, they don't just tweet that this is gonna change, they will tweet something that I get a hint of. Once I get that hint, I start my research. Even if Google has not published any changes whatsoever on the web or in the developers console portal where they officially update, still getting that link, we can take the added advantage and we can start developing the strategies. And this way, I outperform any of my competitors, and I believe this is the best option because I have been doing it for a long time and I see this works like a charm. So this is the answer. Now, just to add, the strategy I told you, this is not just I told you. I have worked with n number of many, like more than hundreds of companies, and I gave them good ranking and guaranteed ranking. So you try doing this and this thing will work like real charm. So this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Before you leave this video, follow the like button. That will motivate me to bring such more videos to you. Subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so you can get notified as and when I put out any video to my channel. Thanks for watching once again. Have a great day and best of luck for your interview.